Not Lewandowski, not Raphinha, nor Lamine Yamal. Barcelona's most crucial player at the moment isn't someone who scores goals or provides assists. It's a young man who orchestrates the game without needing to find the back of the net, Pedri. In a Barcelona side firing on all cylinders, sitting atop La Liga with 63 points from 28 matches, 3 ahead of Real Madrid, and boasting an impressive 78 goals scored, it seems almost unbelievable that their most influential player isn't a prolific goalscorer or a high-profile superstar. But the truth is simple: Pedri is the heartbeat of this team, dictating the tempo, ensuring fluidity, and maintaining control amid the chaos of their own relentless pressing. Some players dazzle you with thunderous strikes, mesmerizing solo runs, or last-minute heroics. Others, like Pedri, make their mark without needing the spotlight. He's not defined by goals or assists, yet he is the one who keeps everything ticking. His consistency, spatial awareness, and game intelligence make him the de facto man of the match almost by default. After Barcelona's commanding 3-0 win over Osasuna in La Liga, a statement performance solidifying their grip on the top spot, Pedri's name was the one on everyone's lips. Not Ferran Torres, who opened the scoring. Not Dani Olmo, who calmly slotted home a penalty. Not even Lewandowski, who sealed the victory. Pedri was the true centerpiece of the match. Registering the most touches, 100, completing 88 of 90 passes, delivering 5 accurate long balls, recovering possession 7 times, creating 2 clear-cut chances, and winning 4 duels. When asked if he deserved the Man of the Match award, Ferran Torres simply laughed and said, "Just give all the awards to Pedri. He's the best." The sentiment was echoed in both legs of Barcelona's Champions League knockout tie against Benfica. Though he neither scored nor assisted, UEFA still named him the best player on the pitch, because no one controlled the game better than he did. Pedri doesn't need flashy moments to prove he's a star. In an era where highlight reels and viral clips often dictate a player's value, he is an exception. It's no coincidence that Transfermarkt values him at 120 million euros, and experts agree that even 150 million euros wouldn't be enough to find another midfielder like him. Just a year ago, Pedri's future at Barcelona was a subject of concern. Despite playing a crucial role in Spain's Euro 2024 triumph, an injury in the quarterfinals ruled him out of the semis and the final. Over 3 consecutive seasons, he spent an alarming amount of time in the medical room, missing a total of 85 matches due to injuries. Doubts loomed: could Barcelona truly build their long-term plans around a player seemingly stuck between brilliance and fragility? However, under the guidance of sporting director Deco, the club identified Pedri as a strategic asset worth protecting. Comprehensive medical assessments revealed that the issue wasn't his recovery ability but rather his physical foundation. A tailored fitness program was designed under the supervision of renowned strength coach Julius, who previously worked with Pogba, Ribery, and Germany's 2014 World Cup winning squad. The results? A stronger, more resilient, and more durable Pedri. Whereas Xavi once pushed Pedri further upfield in a classic number 10 role, hoping for more goals and assists, Hansi Flick has taken a different approach. He deploys Pedri deeper, giving him the freedom to roam based on his tactical intuition, prioritizing connectivity over direct goal contributions. The outcome? A more complete, more dangerous version of Pedri. After one match, Flick didn't hesitate to declare, "I don't like making comparisons, but Pedri is truly one of the best midfielders in the world." In Flick's system, Pedri isn't confined to a rigid role. He drops deep to build play, advances to organize attacks, and shifts wide when necessary. Every movement is purposeful, executed with an efficiency that even data analysts find astonishing. According to Opta, Pedri ranks in the 90th percentile in 5 key metrics for modern midfielders: key passes, progressive carries, dual success rate, forward passes, and progressive passes. At just 22, he's not only outshining his peers but also displaying the tactical maturity of a seasoned veteran. A poetic description of Pedri once appeared in Football Boom: "Football is a language of its own, where grammar is shaped by movement. When the game becomes chaotic, Pedri is the one who translates it with clarity. He may not be the one scoring, but he's the reason the team plays the way they want to." In a high-tempo, direct football system under Hansi Flick, Pedri is the brake that keeps Barcelona from losing control in the very whirlwind they create. Whenever BARCA pushes forward too fast, loses its structure, or plays with reckless urgency, Pedri steps in. He receives the ball in tight spaces, takes a delicate touch to slow things down, reorganizes the system, and then, just when the moment is right, accelerates the play with a perfectly timed through ball. Why doesn't Pedri appear often in goal or assist charts? Because what he does is invisible in highlight reels, yet essential to the entire system. His passes, often just a few meters long, serve as the foundation for goal-scoring sequences. That's why Pedri doesn't chase personal accolades. When Spanish media asked him about competing for the Ballon d'Or, with Barcelona leading La Liga, reaching the Copa del Rey semi-finals, and the Champions League quarter-finals, his response revealed his depth of character: "I'd rather win the treble than the Ballon d'Or. If I ever win the Ballon d'Or, I want it to come alongside team trophies. Lose 3 games, and you can lose everything." For Pedri, glory comes from making the entire team play better, from pushing everyone toward greatness together. That mentality was on full display against Osasuna. As he left the pitch in the 84th minute, the Montjuic crowd erupted in applause. Before stepping off, he handed the captain's armband to Gavi. After the match, an emotional Gavi said, "For me, it was an honor, a dream. I'm so happy to have worn the captain's armband, and I thank Pedri for that." And if one day Barcelona truly reaches the pinnacle, securing the historic treble they are chasing, people will remember Lewandowski's goals, Lamine Yamal's explosiveness, and Raphinha's brilliance. But there will also be a quiet recognition, a whispered name among those who understand the game: Pedri. The man who doesn't need to score, yet makes the entire team play their best football. The man who doesn't seek the spotlight, yet is the very light itself. Barcelona's golden era was built on midfield maestros like Xavi and Iniesta, masters of control and rhythm. When they stepped away, the question lingered: could anyone fill their void? Then came Pedri, embodying the essence of a modern-day conductor. While his journey is still unfolding, many already believe he belongs among the elite midfielders of this generation. Is it too soon to crown Pedri as the best midfielder in the world? Perhaps. But considering his performances, the data, and the praise from Hansi Flick, calling him the number 1 right now doesn't seem far-fetched at all. Despite his immense talent, Pedri still faces significant challenges. The first and most pressing concern is the risk of injury due to excessive workload. At some point, Barcelona must implement a proper rotation strategy or distribute responsibilities more effectively to prevent him from being overworked. Secondly, as teams across La Liga and Europe increasingly recognize Pedri's influence, they are making it a priority to shut him down. This means he must continuously evolve, enhancing his agility, improving his ability to escape pressing situations, and diversifying his playmaking approach. On the flip side, Pedri is also in an ideal environment to grow. Veteran players like Lewandowski, De Jong, and Ter Stegen provide invaluable support, while rising stars like Lamine Yamal and Gavi are joining him in shaping a new era for Barcelona. The club has also shown absolute faith in his potential, securing his future with a contract that runs until 2030. Looking back at Pedri's journey from the moment he signed with Barcelona, it's a story of an unheralded talent transforming into a global star. The teenager who once arrived at Camp Nou as a relative unknown is now the orchestrator of Barcelona's midfield, a silent leader who makes an enormous impact. His statistics, touches per game, passing accuracy, chance creation, and defensive contributions all confirm that Pedri is a complete midfielder, relentless, intelligent, and incredibly difficult to contain. Of course, to truly become the world's best midfielder, Pedri needs more than just a few seasons of top-level performances. He must conquer major titles, push past physical limits, avoid long-term injuries, and sustain his peak form over multiple seasons. But if we focus on the present, Pedri is already showcasing incredible potential. At just 22 years old, he is the heartbeat of Barcelona's play, a player who dictates the tempo, steps up in key moments, and influences the game in ways that go beyond statistics. More importantly, Pedri isn't just about raw talent, he carries the mindset of a true leader. He takes responsibility when the team struggles and shares the glory when they succeed. So, is Pedri the best midfielder in the world right now? The answer depends on various factors. He may not yet be at the legendary level of Xavi or Iniesta, nor has he achieved the Champions League dominance of players like Modric or Kroos. But one thing is undeniable: Pedri is already among the finest midfielders in the game today. His style embodies Barcelona's DNA, graceful yet gritty, artistic yet intense. If he continues on this path, maximizing his opportunities in one of the best footballing environments in the world, Pedri has every chance to reach the pinnacle of the sport. And when that moment arrives, fans who have followed his journey from the beginning will look back with pride, knowing they have witnessed one of the most beautiful and symbolic rises of a modern-day football genius.